Hello, everyone. I'm Catwoman,
And I'm Gigi, the Gadget Goddess, and we are
your homegirls at tech.
here on the Gadget Chats podcast. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everyone.
We missed y'all. Y'all missed us.
Yes. We came back from a 2 week hiatus.
And we
We
did it
missed y'all.
completely different, right?
Yeah. We came back. This is actually officially season 3, and we have a special guest today. But first, Gigi is going to shout out our thirst buckets, and then we'll bring our guest on, all right?
Well, I was talking about the difference in our YouTube people will notice that we're simultaneously broadcasting on our YouTube pages and not
Yes.
on the Gadget Chats page.
Mm-hmm.
But, everything else is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast people won't notice any difference whatsoever. So,
Nuns.
on to the thirst buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Johnson times 2. Thanks for showing up, dropping by. I'm sure you'll have plenty of questions and content. Well, we all want content advice from our guests.
Yep.
Jason C is in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Nigel, what's up from the UK?
I do.
Grandma Hates Tech. If y'all haven't checked out Grandma Hates Tech, she's very entertaining. We just got finished watching her Echo Show 10 video. So y'all need to go check her out. It's hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Our other, well, I don't even like calling her a guest host, but our other host,
Yes.
Emily Wilson.
Hey, Emily.
What's up, Shay Kennedy?
Hey, Shay.
LaShawn, holler at your boy.
Hey,
He's in the
LaShawn.
building. Now, this is when I scroll down and it drops, as always.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm used to it now. All right, back up to the top. Sean Williams, welcome. Can you believe we're in season 3 already?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss anybody. Y'all were talking a lot.
Yeah.
Perspective Gaming. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Check out
Hey,
Perspective Gaming as well. He's doing gaming stuff. He's always live, so just subscribe. Then you'll know when he's live.
Yep.
Grandma says she got suds for the show. I hear you, Grandma.
Yeah.
TK's Garage is here.
Hey.
Sharky, what's up, Sharky? My brother has dropped through.
Hey.
Woody Mac 73 is in the building. Tech King Mike is in the building. His live stream starts at 9 tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes he starts at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, don't do that.
Moved again.
Yeah. Galen's Gadgets, what's up?
Hey, Galen.
Pandy's hair, candy and more.
Hi,
What's
Pandy.
up, girl? Mila.
Hey,
Mila's in the
Mila.
building. Y'all just kind of poured in here.
Yeah, we got a lot of people to say hi to today.
Magic Mike West. Hey,
Hey.
I got no notification. I'm sorry. Blame you. Technically T is here.
Hey.
Or as our guests would call him, Technical T. Norway is in the building.
Hi, I'm Day.
Okay. I think I'm at the bottom unless you see some names that I missed.
Nope, you got
I'm
them all.
not perfect.
Hey, good job. All right, so we're going to introduce our guest. So our guest is a small YouTuber with 50,000 subs from Nolans. Him and his wife own a brick and mortar store called Nola Cake Studios. Without him, Gadget Chats would not be possible because he introduced me to my wife, Gigi. Aside from talking about tech, he also loves to talk about stock trading, and we call him our tech pappy. Introducing the tech preacher, Eazy Computer Solutions! Yay!
Oh, it's such a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
So happy
Thanks
to
for coming. You should have been here a while ago, honestly.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I want to mention this that I was nervous for this stream. Like, I've been on YouTube for 5 years, and I've been on a lot of people's podcasts. I've been all over the place, but this one was strange to me. I can't loosen up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready though, but I was like, man, I feel nervous going on this stream. Why? I don't know.
Maybe because we're just here to talk about you and how awesome you are.
Yeah, I mean, y'all awesome. I ain't nothing.
Shut up. You're just a small YouTuber.
Yeah.
Just a small YouTuber, 50,000. That's all. That's all. But you're amazing. You're an inspiration for us all. You grind so hard. So we do have all of his social media in the description and the show notes and everything like that. So you can follow Eazy if you're not already subscribed to him or you don't know anything about him, but you should because he's amazing. But let's go ahead and show people your YouTube channel. So, as you can tell here in his YouTube channel, he puts content out like it's no tomorrow. This is 19 hours ago. This was 2 days ago. This was 3 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 1 week. Like, sir, you are flooding.
Well, what I'm going to say is I'm going to interrupt you and say that that's just that's the content that everybody gets to see. I'm a member on this channel, so I feel like my phone goes off all day with videos.
Yes.
So he puts out more content to his members than just the general public. But, a lot of those videos do end up coming out to the general public as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And I love it too because it'll just come out randomly. Like all of a sudden I'll get a notification at 3 a.m. New video for the members. And I go to it right away. I'm like, what you got to talk about? And so like, for example, your latest video, was aside from, Wired Wednesday, you talked about LG and how they might be closing up shop and everything like that. And, you put a lot of things into perspective about LG. It is sad, to see them go, and we understand the reason, but it's just so heartbreaking anyways. And then the video before that, which I love this about you, is that you take people's comments and you create content out of that.
Yes.
So when your subscribers have questions and they're like, oh, how do you get that on your phone? Or how do you do this? Or how do you do that? You always try to create a tutorial or do just a general video, or you are very, very transparent. We love that about you. Not just with us because, we're your friends, but you're just very transparent with your subscribers, and it's amazing.
Thank you. My whole thing was when I started my YouTube channel 5 years ago, my thought was it's not even about me. It's about, me, putting out content for the viewers, right? And so every time I make content, it's based off of comments that I receive on my YouTube channel. So I put those thoughts together, and I always say, hey, leave your comment down below, and I read every comment. Like 99.9% of every comment that comes through my YouTube channel, I read. I got my notification bell on, so every time somebody leave a comment, I read it thoroughly. Like I read every comment and I try to respond to all my comments. And I believe that, if a viewer has time to watch my content, I have the time to respond. So when I get a large quantity of people that ask for certain content, I try my best to put that together, like, customization of a phone or something like that. So I try my best to put it all together as one. And that's how I grow my channel. And I feel good about it.
Yeah. And also, you also encourage people to do YouTube if that's something that they wanted to do.
Yes.
I'm never going to forget the email that I got on my birthday from Kevin saying, hey, we heard you. Like I wasn't, he had not seen me anywhere. I was just having a conversation with, Listen to Julian on his channel. And he's like, I got to find out who you were like, I got to find out who this person is and bring her on. And I was like, me, I'm nobody. Like I wasn't even monetized, nothing. I was nobody. And you guys brought me on and I was like, okay, well, I guess that was cool. You're like, come back. I'm like, what? Yeah. You want me to come back? Okay.
my focus was to for smaller content creators like me. My focus was not going after the bigger channels. Like I don't want the bigger I want to help the smaller community. I always talk, like I know a lot of people get upset when I say small YouTubers and stuff like that. The reason why I say that is because it's motivation. It's motivation. I believe it's okay to say I'm a smaller content creator, but I want to strive to be bigger. I think it's a mindset of motivation. It's not to say that my channel is big, no better than anybody else's channel, or the bigger channels are not better than my channels. All I'm saying is a mindset. In order for you to grind hard, work hard, and do what you got to do. If you have in your mind that you're a bigger YouTube channel with 14,000 subscribers, then you don't put in the work. But if you always think that I want to strive to be better, how can I make my next video better than my last video? Yeah. And so that's the concentration that I have. That's the work ethic that I have. So I look, here's the thing. For me, I look at this as fun. Like, this is a dream for me. You think about this. I got 5 cameras pointing in front of me right now, right? Yeah. I got like mics all over the place. I got lights everywhere. And this is, I believe I'm in space, right? So I'm thinking,
Captain, you're the captain right now.
For me, fetish. And so it's like I always wanted to replicate.
Eric, it's okay to say that you're cosplaying. It's okay to say that you're cosplaying. You a cosplayer, sir. That's what you are.
And I just always wanted to be Captain Kirk. I wanted to be in space. I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. I love space movies. And so when I was in college, I always, when I did all the coding and stuff like that, when I was getting my degrees, I wanted to be that person. Like I wanted to mimic something that, a childhood dream. And so I'm doing that right now. And it feels good. So when I turn on the camera, when I make videos, it's just me relaxed, just having fun. And, it's a dream for me. I love it.
Yeah. I was going to say, Kevin brought me on, but I ran across Kevin in a comment. I was commenting on something on LG's. It was for the V10, I believe. Maybe it was the V10. It was an older LG phone. And I was going back and forth with a Samsung Knight in the comments. I'll just put it that way. And Kevin jumped in.
Is special to me. It's because he works in the background, and and we talk every day in and day out. Yeah. We strategize, we think about new ideas, a lot of up and coming stuff. So we strategize. So my thing was, when we talk about a lot of things, me and Kevin, we was like, hey, on Wednesdays, we want to change it up. We want to do something different. We want to reach out to smaller content creators. We're looking for up and coming stars. We're looking for somebody that just need that pump me up. We don't need the big guys like Kevin. Like, oh, let's go for the big. No. Let's go for the up and coming stars. Like, because
y'all went tiny, Eric. I didn't even have YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. that was the thing. Like, I'm looking for 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers, 100. I mean, nothing. Like somebody that has the motivation, that knows tech, that knows all kinds of different things. And so that was my vision. So when me and Kevin, we talked about this and said, hey, let's reach out to, some other folks out there and see if we can bring them on and just have some fun. Let's have a blast doing it. So that's why I had a lot of different variety of people on my live streams and on my shows and stuff. It's because that was like, this is what we want to bring a diversity, right? I want to bring, people that's motivated to want to do stuff, that want to, need that pick me up and stuff like that. So I think that was one of my goals, man. I'm not there yet. So I believe it's only the beginning.
Yeah. Well, Nigel has a controversial question for you. Yes. He wants to know, Eric, which do you like more, Star Wars or Star Trek?
So I am a Captain Kirk fan, right? So I would go Star Trek because I could sit and watch a Star Trek movie over and over and over. Mm-hmm. Star Wars, the newer Star Wars kind of let me down a little bit, but between Captain Picard and Captain Kirk, and look, this is a Picard outfit right here. So Captain Kirk, and the reason why I don't have Captain Kirk outfits, it's a little too tight, for my ninners, what I'm saying? So I got to have a little something looser. So I went Picard is a more classier outfit, stuff like that. So But it was definitely Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're very influential. Like for example, I'm using the M50 right now, and the reason why I got it is because you were talking about it.
Yeah, I
I was like,
love
oh,
them.
okay. I'm like, I'm gonna get something that Eric has because he's gonna explain the good and the bad about it.
That's
And
right.
this camera is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's
Yeah,
there. But then
yeah.
I also remember too when we were first talking, how you were talking about how the Samsung cameras suck with focus hunting, and I
Yes.
was like, no, they don't. I just got the S8. I was like, no, they don't. They're awesome. And then I was trying to film myself putting the Whitestone dome on it, and the camera was focus hunting. But
Yeah.
I didn't know what the term was. I thought I was doing something wrong. I thought I was using it wrong. But you were explaining, no, people are not using it wrong. It's just focus hunting. It sucks. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
It
I
was one
spent
of
all
those
this
things that
money and it's the camera
it
is
was.
hunting.
I got blasted from Samsung fans and everybody. I mean, people hated me for that.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was when the Galaxy S8 came out, Galaxy S7 Edge Plus and all, Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and all those phones, Samsung had a focusing problem,
Yes.
and a lot of the bigger channels was not, talking about it. They talk about how good the cameras were, and then when I got the phone, I was making videos and I got all this focus hunting going on. And I'm
Yeah.
telling people like, hey, these cameras are not that great. What's going on?
Yeah.
And people like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with my camera. You got a dud and all that stuff like that. And so I went through that for a while. And then all of a sudden, I believe one bigger channel mentioned focus hunting.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, everybody started saying, yeah, I got the same problems. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking about it for months.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, it was bad. I went through a lot of controversy back then, but I was a smaller channel,
Yeah.
way smaller than I was now. But
Mm-hmm.
people didn't people didn't put me in that category of anything meaningful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was making a ton of videos about a lot of different things, at that point, my channel wasn't, but I didn't care what I said because I didn't. They look at you. You look at the numbers. Yeah, you got 5,000 subscribers and they got 5 million. Who am I going to believe? The
Yeah.
channel with the 5,000 subscribers or the channel with the 5 million? And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
so I went through that. And look, I'm not gonna lie to you. My career on YouTube has not been peaches and cream. I struggled with a lot of things early on when I first started my YouTube channel. I'm gonna tell you, my first 2.5 years was frustrating for me. It was a struggle. I didn't have no help. I didn't have people to give me advice. I didn't know how the YouTube game worked. It was bad back then. I was spending a lot of money on product, but it wasn't about me spending the money on product. It's about other different things, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I was struggling with that because I tried my best to make the best videos possible, but the numbers didn't show up. Like I wasn't getting those subs. I mean, I might have got one sub every month. It was bad. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on here? So
Right.
I struggled with that for a while. It was
So
bad.
Charlene X has a question for you. She wants to know, Eric, how long have you been doing YouTube? Sorry if you've already said that.
So I've been doing YouTube for 5 years now. I believe 5 years. I
Mm-hmm.
have to go back and look. Probably about 5 years. And my first, and I have almost 2,000 videos on my YouTube channel, by the way. That's a lot of content in five
Yeah.
years.
Yep.
I've, believe it or not, I film and work on projects almost every day. Like I finish a project, like I finished a project yesterday. I'm already starting on a new project. Like I don't stop. Like for me, I have these thoughts and I read the comments and I write down different things that I'm trying to put together.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to act on it. And so that's one of the things that I do, right? I
Yep.
always stay active, especially in the community
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So I've been on YouTube 5 years. and it's been fun overall. It's been fun. My first 2.5 years wasn't that fun,
Yeah.
but I had to find my way.
Yeah. Well, Jason C has a question for you. He wants to know what turned things around for you after your first 2.5 years.
Me finding who I am. That's the thing. I'll try to mimic everybody. I try to mimic this person, try to mimic this person. I try to talk like other people. I try to do everything. It was wrong. Like it wasn't me. So if you look at my earlier videos about maybe 4 years ago, and you look at those videos compared to the videos now, it's like night and day. The videos I did back then, that wasn't me. That wasn't, I always try to have myself as easy computer solutions, and I try to mimic other people. That was wrong. Me, when I became the tech preacher, I preached about tech, and I started preaching, and then the name tech preacher came out because I was preaching so much, and I had at one point I started getting afraid to say, okay, if I preach about tech, then I might cross people.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to cross people because I don't want people to hate me. But I had to sit and think about, okay, I don't care if people hate me. I want to tell the truth about the product. So for me, I thought I got numb to the fact that, yes, if I talk about the product, no matter what, good, bad, the ugly, then I know I'm going to get people that go hate me. But at the same time, I'm going to get people that go respect me for telling the truth about the product.
Yeah.
And so that 2.5 years, I had to develop myself. And look, and we talk about a long time. Think about this: 2.5 years in like 500 videos in.
Yeah.
I wasn't. That wasn't me. Like I felt that wasn't me.
So Grandma Hates Tech has a question for you. She asked, Eric, does YouTube make it worthwhile to do it full time for you?
Yes and no. Yes, it's worth your while if you're doing it for fun and you passionate about what you're doing and you got other source of income coming in. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. Okay, because one person can do it full time, knowing they got income coming in from different sources that you could take care of your family, your household.
Yeah.
No, you can't do it full time if you got to go to work every day. So you got to balance that. You have to balance that. Okay, this is my passion, my hobby, but I have to get up every morning, go on the job to make sure my family is taken care of. So you have to look at it two ways.
Yeah.
A lot of people do YouTube full time, right? But at the end of the day, can they feed their family on YouTube? And you probably can't feed your family on YouTube, especially at a
Do
smaller
you
company.
consider yourself a full-time YouTuber?
Do yes, because I do it every day. So it is full time for me. So yeah, I would say I'm considered a full time.
And that's on top of also being a business owner as well.
Yes. Yes. So even though
So
I'm
you
a
have two
full-time,
full-time jobs.
three.
Oh, three.
Because
Okay.
yes,
What's your other full-time
because
job?
it's YouTube, right? And then I'm a full-time trader and I'm a
Uh-huh.
full-time business owner. So that means that I split my day into three. I
And
get
for the
up
people who
early in
don't
the
know, what
morning.
type of trading do you do?
Everything from crypto to day trading to swing trading to market, everything. So it's everything. Everything is on the table when you're trading.
Yeah. If you could only choose one to do full-time, which one would you choose? I know it's kind of a hard one.
Well, for the business and trading makes the oracle happy,
Yeah.
and the house happy. So I would tell you that would be the one. I would say YouTube would be a part-time hobby if I had to choose one. Because you can't do YouTube if you broke. So
Yeah.
that's one thing about it. Because especially if you're a product reviewer, it's a difference if you just a person that talks about lifestyles. But I'm a YouTube product reviewer. That means that I review product. That means
Yeah.
that either I'm gonna get sent the product for free, which that's not happening a lot, right? That means I got to go buy the product. So that means that I have to have some type form of income to buy the product to review on my channel. So yeah.
So Septian has a bit of a personal question for you. He wants to know, Easy, where does your oracle fit into your schedule?
Very difficult. She gets on my butt a lot about time, and it's well noted. Like today, I told my wife this morning that I was going to be live on Gadget chats,
Yeah.
and so it's one of those things that she have to balance. But as a younger guy, I want to say I'm young. I'm not that young, but as a younger guy, I could be doing other things.
Yeah.
Right. Being a bad influence out there, running the streets, doing all kinds of. My oracle know where I'm at.
Yeah.
She know what I'm doing. She know I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and she know that no matter what, I support her and I support whatever we got to do as far as
taking care of the household,
life, take care of business. So it's a struggle, it's a balance. But years in it, I do get my butt chewed out. Listen, I'll be editing a video. It's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. My eyes are bloodshot red. I am falling asleep at the computer. I'm still trying to edit. I post videos in my members only chat like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm still up and I'm working. I know I got to get up at 7 a.m. in the morning and start my day off. So it's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. So Charlene X wants to know, Eazy, what will you eventually do with the 1,000,001 phones that you have?
So one of the reasons why I accumulate so many phones is because the value of devices dropped so much. You think about it, you spend $1,000 on a phone, and 6 months later, 8 months later, the value of that device dropped by 60%. I feel that it's crazy dumb to sell that device at a 60% cut when you paid over $1,000 for it, right? Plus, a second reason why I keep a lot of devices is because I like to do long-term reviews. I like to do 1-year reviews, 2-year reviews on product that I've had. That's important because not everybody go out and buy a phone every year or product every year.
Yeah.
People buy product and they hold on to it for 3 or 4 years. Sometimes they want to know how it's aging. They want to know the features. They want to know what's going on with the devices. So long-term reviews is very important, but over the course of time, I've accumulated so much.
Yeah.
That's why I have so many phones.
Basically, I'm going to answer your question in short form. He's going to be buried with them.
Yes. Did want to give a shout out to Barry and Teching Mike for the super chats. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So Grandma Hates Tech has a question. She wants to know, how do you balance working so hard and your mental health?
I'm gonna tell you something. When you talk about mental health, that is the biggest issue with a lot of content creators, because this is mentally straining, right? When you're looking at the numbers, you're trying to make the video. It's mind blowing to do it mentally. It is a mental issue. One of the things that helps me stay mental stable is that I have fun doing it. Like, it's fun for me.
Yep.
Like, I love to look at my videos and say, I can't believe I made that. Yep. Like, it's one of those things that when I edit my video, I go into detail. It takes me so long to edit because I want to put this in there, that in there, this in there, that in there. I think for me, I think the part that mentally kills me sometimes is that maybe a couple of years ago when I was making videos, I had the camera on, but I forgot to turn my audio on. So I'll film a 30-minute video, then I get it in my editing, and I didn't have no audio. So you know what I have to do? I'm like, you know what? I can't believe that. Now I fixed those issues. I got 3-4 microphones on now. Like, so I have redundancy. I got different camera. So I look at it, okay. It's mentally, trust me, it hurts, man. Sometimes people say, listen, you got to step away and take a break. But here's the thing about it is that you have to mentally want to have fun to do this. You have to mentally love what you're doing.
I tell people that all the time. If you're not enjoying YouTube, you shouldn't do it.
If you don't enjoy it, stop.
Yeah, because if you're just here for the numbers or money drive you insane. Or money. You're going to be very unhappy.
If you're in it for the money, or you in it that you think you go trend or
be
go
popular,
viral, quit.
Yeah. You have to love it. You have to love
You
making, you
have
have
to
to
love
love
it.
making videos. You have to love the final process. You have to
Yes.
just love doing YouTube.
You're
So
not gonna
Dexter
make me
come
love editing. But go
yeah.
ahead.
Dexter Cumberbatch asks, how many product videos do you have to do to pay off the cost of $1,000 phone?
Well, it's not even about the product reviews that you have to do. It's the overall view count that you have. So it's a monthly pool of views,
Mm-hmm.
right? That you get paid on. So it's not about if you spent $1,000 on that product. It all depends on the collective views that you gain on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing about it is if you think about I have to mentally, this is the back to the mental part. I have to mentally make all these videos so I can make up for the $1,000 that I lost. You already done.
Yeah.
Don't think about it like that. Like
Yeah.
if it's an investment and it's a long-term investment that's going to pay off in the long term.
Yeah.
If you go, it's not a short-term investment. This is not short-term.
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out to everybody that's asking all of these questions. You guys are amazing. You guys are asking really, really good questions. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So, Eric, I have a question for you. What
Yeah.
do you feel is your next step? Because you're always evolving. You're never staying the same. So, what is the next goal that you have for yourself um, beyond 2021? Like, where do you want to
So
see your channel go next?
so my channel is only as good as my viewers make my channel. Like my community dictates everything that goes on my channel.
Yeah.
You guys dictate what goes on my channel. It's like for me, the next wave or the next step for me is to lift up communities of smaller content creators
Mm-hmm.
and bring them to the forefront. Like for me, it's not about okay, so 6 months from now, this is where I want to be. I want to be at 100,000 subscribers, doing 10 million views a month. No, I don't. I don't set those goals for myself because if I do, then that's where the frustration would come in if I don't achieve those goals. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's not about uh those type of goals, 100,000. Of course, I want 100,000 subscribers. Of course, I want 150,000 subscribers. Right? We all want
Yeah.
growth,
So for
but
what you're saying that for you, what your next evolution is that you want to see your community rise, basically.
yes, that's it. So when the
That's awesome.
community rise, it makes me happy. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm seeing right now with Gadget Chats and Kimmy and what you doing and what Emily doing and what people that I brought together as a community. Listen, people in the comments meeting other people, right?
Yeah.
Tech King Mike
Yeah.
that I brought on and LaShawn. Look at what LaShawn is doing right now. I mean, this
Yes.
is amazing. So for me, I've accomplished I ain't gonna say that I done it. Obviously, y'all guys have to put the work in,
Yeah.
but I feel that putting y'all guys together,
Yeah,
uplifting and
because we
helping
wouldn't
the
have met if it wasn't for
community.
you.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's like I believe that I've accomplished so much just by lifting up communities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not even about me; it's about what's the next evolution of who's gonna be the next person that I want to lift up, and that's
Mm-hmm.
my intentions.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
So Emily Wilson has a question for you. She wants to know what are the top 3 tips to people that you can give for them starting out?
So sit back and relax. Get your popcorn ready. All right. First thing you want to do is think about what you're good at. What is it about the genre that you want to make content about? Don't fake it. Like
Yeah.
so. Tip number one, right? Think about the content that you want to make. What you good at?
Mm-hmm.
Then the second thing you want to do is don't fake it.
Yeah.
Don't fake it. Do it right. Be yourself. Don't be like nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
The third tip is learn cameras, learn lighting, learn editing.
Yes.
Don't put junk out there.
Yep.
Don't put junk out there. That's my third tip. Don't put junk out there because you're gonna regret rushing. You're going to regret not doing it right. You're going to regret. And listen, the reason why I say don't rush, YouTube ain't going nowhere. So what you rushing for? Do it right. If it take you a week, then let it be a week. 3 tips, definitely. Do it right.
Tech King Mike wants to know, Eric, would you ever consider mentoring or creating content to guide up incoming creators?
Well, I think when I do Wide Wednesday, that's mentoring everybody. Like, to me, when we have the after party of why we are live or whatever. And listen, it's so crazy that a lot of people find my phone number off of social media and usually give me a call if they need to ask questions, or people hit DM me or people email me about different questions that they have. I don't ignore them. I a lot of people ask me, Eazy, could you look at my channel and tell me what's wrong with it? I go and I look at their channels and I give them, tips and tricks on how to make their content better. Mentoring, I don't know. I don't even.
Where would you schedule that in? That's what I see. When would he have time to do it?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it's mentoring. I don't know if I'm a mentor. Am I a mentor? I don't know. Like, I don't even know that I'm a mentor.
In so many ways, you are.
Yeah, you are
already.
Yeah.
And so I just want the best for everybody. And look, here's the thing. I've been burned on YouTube by helping people. Like, I've had people that I helped and they burned me. And look, I don't hold that against myself. I just feel that, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and regardless of what people's intentions are. You got a lot of people that don't have good intentions all the time. So, you have to cipher the difference. But I'm always gonna stay positive, and I'm gonna help everybody that I can.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about branching out into filmmaking?
Yeah. Dexter Cumberbatch.
No, you know why? I haven't. I want to do my own filmmaking. So when I do my my cinematic footage, right?
Yes.
That's me being a filmmaker. I take phones and cameras and I go out there in public and I shoot these scenes. It's because I think that's a filmmaking project that I do. So I am a filmmaker, by the way. So we all are filmmakers, right? I mean, I think when you turn on a video, you talk about content, whether or not you have, product reviews or whatever, you are filming yourself. That means you are a filmmaker. So
I think because you have all the special effects and green screens and chroma key and everything that you use, everybody's wowed by your videos.
Yeah. It's hard to do green screen videos, by the way. I make them easy. Trust me, I try to do tutorials. Easy. Yeah, I make them look easy, but at the end of the day, some of them are very fun because you have to get lighting right with green screen videos. Your lighting has to be perfect with green screen videos. If not, then it's gonna come out bad.
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
If somebody comes to you and they want to start YouTube, and let's say, because I know you've experienced a lot of different things on YouTube, but let's say this person is a very sensitive kind of person, because I think YouTube is a very unfiltered place.
Yeah.
Best choice of words I can use there. What advice would you give a sensitive person who's starting YouTube as far as like when they get started? Because the comments are coming. Even if you do everything perfect, the comments are coming.
Yeah. Sensitive people, and they got a lot of them out there. Bunch of sensitive people. I tell them, stop. The reason why is because you have to have strong will to deal with trolls. And look, the thing about it, you gotta look at it 2 ways. Some people that completely troll, they dumb people. That's the people you ban and you block. That's the easy people, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody is trolls. Some people do give you advice that you want to listen to. Hey, Eazy, your lighting is wrong. Your face look oversaturated or something. You look bad. This video was not produced well. That's not a troll. You
But that
can't
can
be
be tough
sensitive
for a
about it.
sensitive person too. Yeah.
For a sensitive person, they're going to comments, well, you stupid, and that no. But usually you'll have people that will come in and give you advice on better production, better lighting. Maybe you could have, instead of you making this 30-minute video, you could have condensed it down to 10 minutes, right? And stuff like that. That's not a troll. That's somebody giving you a advice or give you something that they see in your video. And they took the time out to type out a comment. And sometimes you have sincere people that will DM you or email you rather than put it in your YouTube comments.
Yep.
So I get a ton of that, and I don't call those trolls. I think for sensitive people, you have to realize not everybody against you. You have people that want to help you.
Yeah.
So you have to decipher the difference between a troll and a person that's trying to help you.
Yeah.
And that's
how you read the comment too. So you can read it the wrong way as well.
And you can read comments wrong, yes. And sometimes you have to comment back to that person for clarification.
Yeah.
So I do that a lot because look, I see comments and they sometimes they very, very blunt. And I hit them back and say, hey, what you mean? They'll hit me back and say, oh, let me clarify. And they'll clarify like, all right, cool. Thank you for the comment, Thank you for the clarification. If you are weak, or you sensitive, or, it just is the wrong platform, man. Being online, when you online, you're accessible to the good and the bad. And you're going to get a lot of bad versus good.
So Nigel...
Yeah, go ahead.
Nigel wanted to know, Eric, would you ever review one of the new Huawei devices on your YouTube channel, sir?
So look, the hard-earned truth about Huawei is not that I had stopped reviewing. It was about that. Is that I think I made a comment about Huawei phones about a year or 2 years ago when they had first got banned from the United States. Then I had a slew of comments hit me up. And I had a lot of people tell me, please don't review Huawei phones on your channel. So I again, my channel is based off of my community. So what I try to do is, okay, when I got hit up and a lot of people was upset of the Huawei situation, and a lot of people hit me in my comments or DM me and email me and told me, Eazy, it would be detrimental to your channel if you would review a lot of Huawei product, knowing that in the United States it's the relationship between the government.
Nobody say do a lot, Eric. They asked for one. They ain't asked for a lot. One.
I'm just answering. I just want to answer the question because I know a lot of people, was asking why don't.
Maybe that's why you were nervous. You thought we were going to ask you some Huawei questions.
Yeah, they just asked about one. If you're going to do any of the new ones, Eric, that's all.
What is the new one? The P50? That's not out yet.
The Mate 40. More Mate 40's out. I got a couple links for this Mate XS.
So
you rolling in the dough, so you can get the Mate X too.
So
like 5,000.
So to answer the question, yes, I probably will in the future review Huawei devices. So I do. Yes, I will review Huawei devices.
I think it's more or less. I won't even say just Huawei, like just an import in general, kind of like Barry and LaShawn are doing the Mi 11s right now.
Yeah. So Dexter Cumberbatch has a question for you. He wants to know, does the YouTube algorithm affect how you choose to release content?
That's a good question.
I want to say yes and no. Yes, because give you a prime example. One of the reasons why I worked on the LG video that I dropped is because of the news about LG. I don't think that was a YouTube algorithm thing. I think that was just tech news that was worthy of me making a video about. And the crazy thing about it, and the other part of that question is no, it's because when I dropped the video, that was OnePlus Day. So I didn't drop no content about OnePlus. I dropped a video about LG. So the algorithm was about OnePlus, but I dropped the LG video. So yes, And no, I want to say, yes, I dropped the hottest tech news, especially when I've been doing a lot of videos about LG. So I thought it was worthy to make a video about LG at that time because it was hot news. And no, I don't worry about the algorithm because I do what my viewers ask me to do. So that's all about the viewers. It ain't about, oh, it's the algorithm. You want to get 1 million views, drop this product review about such and such a product now to catch the hype. That I stopped doing that, by the way. I did that before. I used to try to go for the hype. I don't go for the hype anymore. You can't chase it. You can't win.
Miss Full Roller Sarah asked, so maybe the question is how to tell the difference between constructive criticism and a hater.
Well, I hate to go curse you out in the comments.
They might not necessarily cuss, but they're going to personally attack you.
The hater go off on you. Well, first of all, hater don't watch your channel. I hater don't watch the video, right? They would comment based off the title.
Yeah.
So then you got two different things with a hater. A hater would, because a lot of things that the hater will put in your comments, you explained in the video. So it's like, that they watch the video, because if they watch the video, everything that they put in the comments that's negative, I explore that in the video. So the haters never watch the full video. Haters don't watch your channel, and haters want to get 5 minutes of fame. That's it.
And that's where you coined the term, you must not watch my video.
Yeah. And so what you do with a hater, when you read a comment, sometimes you don't respond. And look, I'm guilty that I do respond to haters, but I always block and ban them. Sometimes I don't. I get to a point where it's when I wake up in the morning and I got 200 comments that I'm trying to respond to, at least 10 of them go get banned. I don't mess with haters. I just block and ban them. Done. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Official Keith has a question for all three of us. He wants to know, do you agree or disagree about charging for collabs?
Ooh.
I think if you charge for a collab, that's more like a sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be considered more of a sponsorship, right?
I think that's along the lines of bigger YouTubers do that. Like if you want me to come on your video, like we're collaborating to make a video, if I'm bigger than you, then I got you got to pay me. I think that's more.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that, but I guess it really depends on how that judgment is made. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe there could be an exchange of services, like, hey, I'm really, good in this, or you're good at, let's collab together. Where I'm at, I know that I wouldn't charge for a collab. When I get bigger, I don't see myself charging for a collab just because I never thought about it being a monetary exchange. I think the collaboration, pays for it itself, especially if that person is putting, if that person is putting their content on your channel and then you're doing it vice versa. The transfer of audience, I think, is a kind of payment in itself for a collab.
Yeah.
You go ahead. You guys can answer the question as well.
You basically said what that's what I was thinking too.
Look, a collab is like this. Just say if Walt Disney want me to collab, right? I want a payment from Walt Disney, right?
Yeah.
But if I got another fellow content creator in the same tech realm or in the same space as me that want to do a collab, first I have to make sure.
Eric, how much are you charging us for this?
Nothing.
Interview?
Nothing. Like nothing.
Look, don't give our future guest any ideas. We ain't paying nobody.
No, so I believe that if a person have time, because it's about time. Especially when you're doing collab videos, especially around the Christmas holidays. Everybody like to do, the end of the year, best phone of the year videos, and you want to collab with a lot of different people. Sometimes, people don't have the time. So, so if a person have time to film it and talk about it, that's fine. Usually I believe that a person just being able to do it. Like I don't have no problem doing collab videos with nobody.
Yeah.
But if a Walt Disney or Samsung and say, hey, I want to do a collab, that's different, right? So you talk about a corporation versus another YouTuber. I don't know. I just think that everybody's different. Some people say, "Hey, for my time, you got to pay for it," but I don't know, man. I just sometimes people do get a little too big, right?
Yeah.
So
So Lon's question, he's channeling that guy's like, what's the deal with airplane? What's the deal with Star
Yes.
Trek motif? And have you considered changing it up?
yes, so even though I'm a Star Trek fan and I've been doing tons of videos with this background and me with these outfits, I am considering changing up. And this is part of change, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
can't, stay with this forever. So yes, I am definitely considering changing my background, changing my outfits and stuff like
It's your
that. So yeah, I am.
personality. It's go with what you want. Like
Yeah,
growing up, we've all had things that we wanted to emulate. And now that we're adults and we have the money to do it and the freedom to do it, we should be able to. So people that cosplay or just wear different types of things, like Gigi with all her different type of shirt sayings, me with my
yeah,
cat ears, go for it. Go
Yeah,
for it.
we all
Even
have
if,
our thing.
yeah, like do it up because, what's the point of having all of this freedom when you can't express yourself?
right. And so I think for me, I'm a change up when I believe that this what I'm doing right here is stale. Like I do have
Yeah,
a
and
you know
and for the record, y'all, I'm just gonna because I know Eric probably ain't gonna mention it. That's not a green screen back there. He
Yeah.
no
paid
this
for what's going on back there. That's
Yeah.
not a green screen.
no
That-
I
so
like how
if
you
I were
rubbed
him,
it.
I'd ride it
yeah
into
it's
the
not a green
sunset
screen.
until he don't feel like using it anymore.
Right. Yeah, it's not green screen. This is real. I got my walls covered in this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Look, all the way down to my floor.
Uh-huh.
So
So
that's the thing.
Septian has a question for you. He says, does the YouTube algorithm promote 4K videos?
I don't know because
I have heard that, but I don't
I
think.
post 4K videos and I don't get no views. So I don't know. I have no idea. Right. So my channel still suck. So I don't know if 4K, I don't know if 4K will work.
Stop it. Does
I
not
would
stop.
say that 4K makes it look better though. Ooh,
Yeah, it
ooh.
does.
Woo, it looks so good at 4K. I would say it's more of a quality thing. But you got bigger channels that upload in 1080p,
Yes.
and they still make millions of views on it. So I don't buy that 4K stuff. I've seen a lot of YouTube content creators that make videos and say, "Hey, I upload in 1080p," and I'm
I'm the
looking at
queen of
them, they got 10 million views on it. I'm like, okay, so I mean,
throw the throw the algorithm out the window and have fun, Septi.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's your short answer.
Yeah. So Dexter Cumberbatch asked, how long did it take you to learn the difference between constructive criticism and trolling?
So I made a video, right? When I got trolled so hard that I was flossing, I made the flossing Carter video, all right?
Yeah.
That was the last day after Flossie hit me up and we talked about it.
Yeah.
That was the last day that I let a troll get to me. Oh man, that was a turning point for
I
me.
remember that stream. Yeah.
Right. I did
I
a
was
live
watching it live.
stream. I was blown away. I was mad. I was upset. I mean, oh my God, that was bad. And I got welcome to YouTube at that point, and it was about, I was already 2 years in, two and a half. That's what I'm saying. 2.5 years in, and I was going at it with trolls left and right, and that troll hit me up and said he was going to report me. He was going to talk to Floss. He going to tell Floss I stole his videos, and I'm like, God, what's wrong with this clown?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm going back to that one. Hold on.
Yeah. It was TMTK Chris. He wants to know, the real question is, when is that Stylo 6 review coming out? You must
Never.
not watch his videos.
That's right. Never. The
Or
Stylo
his
6
live
review
stream.
is all
Yes.
He
I don't even have.
He gave that to his sister because he loves her so much. He gave her a raggedy phone. I'm just kidding.
The Stylo 6 video is the review is done. Like 6 months ago, the video is done.
So
How
Dexter
important? I'm sorry. You give names and everything. I just read the question.
Dexter Cumberbatch wants to know, how important is it to have good thumbnails?
That is the ultimate struggle for me. I cannot make good thumbnails. Like I want to have the most clickbaity thumbnails on the planet, and I never could do it.
You need to open your mouth.
Yeah, I'm saying
no, don't do that.
I'm trying to do everything. I mean, the next thing I was gonna do is to give me a hook on a pole or something. But I
Eric,
can't.
What's the answer the question, Eric? We all want to make good thumbnails.
But how important is it?
How important is it?
How important it is? It's very important because when people scroll, when people scroll through the YouTube page, if you got a good catchy thumbnail, usually they'll click on it. That's your click-through rate. So yes, you want to have the best thumbnail that you can. I'm just saying, I struggle with it.
Yeah. I think we all do. I think that's something that you continuously grow and learn to do better.
Grandma Hates Tech wants to know, would having more comedy in tech videos help with viewer engagement to grow your channel?
Yes. Don't be boring. Like, yes, have more comedy. Just have fun. Yeah, because, reading the script, hi, this is good. This is the spec. And this is that. And this is that. Like, oh, my God, wake me up when it ends.
Yeah.
Like, no, you have to have some type of something to keep the viewers engaged.
Yep. So, for example, your video that you just put out about, what is it called? The 10?
What
was it called again? Something 10. The Echo Dot 10. The Echo 10.
That's right.
Show.
Echo Show. See, I don't know the name of it because I don't
I thought you were talking about one of Eric's videos.
No. Outside of Grandma's Tech video. That was hilarious. And if that's the route that you want to go, just entertain people, but kind of talk about the tech, go for it. I mean, are you wondering if other people have done it? Has it been successful for them? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was going to say,
be yourself.
Certain people are going to like comedy, and certain people are going to say, I'm here to watch tech videos. I don't need your comedy. So those people don't need to come to my channel. They don't need to go to your channel because we want to be entertained with our tech. But some people don't. They just want specs, highlights, whatever.
Yeah.
You are here to find your tribe. Be yourself.
Yeah. You do have a lot of people that just want specs. They don't want all that They just tell me stuff that you could read online, right?
Yeah. There's people that don't like my sound effects in my videos. Don't watch them.
I think comedy is great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, or curse in the reverse.
Oh wow!
You guys are hilarious in the chat. So we are
at the top of the hour,
as Eric likes to
call it. And we used to be a 2-hour podcast, but we're not anymore. We kind of gauge things back some. We give you some time to relax before Tech King Mike streams at 9.
Yep, he's streaming at 9, and I'll drop the link on here as well, so you guys can go to it at 9, in case it doesn't show up for you.
We will be back to our regularly scheduled programming of articles and tech purchases and all kinds of stuff next week. Yeah. I think Emily said she'll be back with us next week, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, and we're going to have a lot of tech products to talk about that we've purchased because we've been gone for 2 weeks. I know.
So that means Catwoman and Emily, do not put an abundance of articles in the stream because we won't have time to cover them.
There's so many good things to talk about.
If everybody brings one apiece, you're entitled to one article.
Okay, one apiece. Yeah, got it. All right.
I hope I entertain everybody today because
of course, you always entertain everyone.
Nervous today. What the hell? Maybe I need to get some joy juice in this.
Emily Wilson said, "I'll definitely see you all next week."
And y'all, yes, we could talk all night. Talk about go 30 more minutes. No,
yeah,
we could talk all night. And Eric definitely look.
Yes,
Eric inspires people to live stream when nobody's looking. He used to live stream when there were no people in the chat.
That's right.
Yes.
So you have to talk, and eventually the people will come. I don't stream alone like Eric does, but he's awesome at doing it.
Yeah.
Emily Wilson said, "Ha ha ha! I never buy anything. Articles are the only thing I can contribute."
Okay, you can contribute two
Yeah.
articles. Okay, Catwoman 1.
Okay. Just one.
I might give Emily my article because I know I'm gonna have a couple videos out by then, so I don't really want to bombard
I
you.
used to call Tech King Mike. Wait, Tech King Mike on a bite on budget. What is I used to say?
Tech
Take
King
budget
budget
on
on
the
a month.
king.
Yeah, tech
Tech
budget on a cake.
Tech Tech budget on the king.
Eric messes
I'm sorry,
everybody's names up, but
I miss everybody.
Tech King Mike's name used to be Tech King on a budget,
Tech King on a budget, right?
Yes.
but you called him Tech Budget on the King.
Yeah. And one of the things as well that, like Eric said when he was giving advice about doing YouTube, is that you have to be true to yourself. And one of the things that we were true to ourselves about is how long do we want to do gadget chats for? And we've said we need to commit to an hour. If we do any more than that, it drains us out. And
Yeah,
we live stream Tuesday, Wednesday,
Wednesday,
also
Thursday,
Thursday,
Friday.
Friday.
So
And then,
that's a lot of days in the week to live stream.
yeah,
Like,
that is a lot of days to live stream. So we do have to pace ourselves. We love that you guys love us and you want us to keep going, but there'll be opportunities to see us in other places as well.
that means you need to come by LaShawn's stream tomorrow night
Mm-hmm.
for the Ignite Hours,
Whoop, whoop.
9 o'clock on Holla
Yeah,
at Your Boys channel. And it's
absolutely.
2, sometimes 3 hours. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you
So
come
you'll
over there
get
and
a
it's not as filtered. So if you're sensitive, that might not be the stream for you.
yeah, we'll keep it real
It's an
about that.
adult stream, I will put it that way.
That's why it starts so late.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate everybody coming out, everybody who sent super chats, and all the support of both channels and the podcast. We love our podcast listeners who,
Yes. Yeah, we
if any of
absolutely
those
do.
people could drop by, they're welcome to the YouTube streams too.
Or leave a voice message
Yeah, we
on
have
our Anchor
Anchor.
page. Yep. Or leave a review. We'd love to read your reviews as well. And I think people forget that when we first started doing gadget chats, we didn't even go live. It's just one day I accidentally
Went live.
went live publicly. We used to put it unlisted and then do it, talk about everything, and then make it public. So it's really all about the podcast and the listening part, but there's so much engagement. We want people to be able to put their input, and we're so thankful for all of the questions that everyone had and that you guys were all chatting with each other as well. Eric, any last words for you?
Oh, look, I'm just appreciate being here, right? So I do whatever to bring everybody together, and I'm gonna work hard, strive to be better as a content creator and help others.
We love that about you. You're so
That's
amazing.
it. You know.
Ah, well, I'm Catwoman,
And I'm Gigi the Gadget Goddess, and we are
your home girls at tech.
here on the Gadget Chats podcast. Have a great evening.